Good afternoon on this fine Tuesday afternoon. This is Bruce and welcome to my shop. I could probably say that this is a Tuesday afternoon shell shock. It's a bit on our bench. We can see what we've accomplished, or some of what we've accomplished over the last couple of days and what's ahead of us. Firstly, we had this motor shaft that has all sorts of facets and things on it, and the request was to check the measurements of that shaft against the drawings. So that's what I've done. I've taken the manufacturing drawings and I've what we call red-lined it. I've gone through and marked what the pickup that I did on that shaft compared to the drawings, and I've let the client know the differentials. I did a job the other day on a car to put an insert in. This particular head is pretty soft, and I don't warrant soft. I don't warrant old aluminium anyway, but I didn't use a coil there because I've already done a couple of heads like this. So I use what they call a Big Sert, and the Big Sert is a kit. It's a kit, and it has an insert, a solid insert. You can see here, it's a solid insert, and it has a lip on the top, so that the tool comes with a drill with a countersink. We can see it there with a countersink tool, with a tap. There's a thread tap in there, and an installing tool. And so I've ordered some more of these inserts because I need to put 6 in, and I don't have enough to do that job, so hopefully that'll be here in a day or two. My daughter's turned up with her candelabra, and it's got a broken section off here, and of course she's had it held together with wire, and she needs this fixed, so that's a job to do at some stage or other. Over the weekend, and I made a movie of this. I made this tool. This is going out tomorrow. I've machined up this pin to dimensions, and I've got that all marked now. It's all ready to go, and that's going to be shipped out tomorrow to the client. That's another successful item off the way. This piece of key steel needs to be machined down to provide a measuring device. I want it in the full length, but here reduced down to 9.6 millimeters over that 100 mil to make a tool out of that. This apparatus, some sort of electric device, and it has, whether we can see inside there, at any rate, the bearing section in the back here has been flogged out, and what they want me to do is to counterbore this and make a bush, and I have the bearing for it. So that's another bit of a challenge to get that in and counterbore it and make a bush and set that in place. Another job that's come in was last week. Is this bearing area here is flogged out, and they want me to rebuild it. I'm still waiting on the client to come back so he can we can discuss this, because that's quite a challenge as well. We've made up a series of rollers. These rollers are made out of high density polyethylene. They have a shaft in them, and the bearings and so forth. There's 12 of these. They're all done. They're tapered into the middle, and there's 4 more on the go. I've got these bearing shells have come in. These bearing shells, and what we need to do here is to punch a hole through on both sides of this bearing, and the same on the case, so that it comes through it in that point there, oiling holes, one on either side. I'll be doing this with the spark eroder, so that'll be a movie about doing those on the spark eroder. There's 4 of those to be done. I've got the rollers made, and now with these rollers we need to make a bracket and a frame. And there's 7 of these, and they will be in a series with 2 connecting points, and in the middle is a demagnetizer, and I'll be able to roll the tool through there in a constant and demagnetize. That's another job on the boil at the moment. I've got some bushings and things to be made here. If you recall, I made some movies about the core cutters. This is the first one. I've made another one since, and I've got an order now for a. Well, this is the more modified one. The last one I made last month, and I now have to make another one. So I've got all the materials I've collected so far. I've had the materials water jet cut, and these are all different. This is a slimmer one, and that's for where the blade goes through. So these will be put together in such a manner. They'll be going together like so. This fellow will be going on top. So they need to be. That's the wrong one. That one goes down the bottom. That one goes in the middle. This one will go in the middle here. I've got that all mixed up. What a bummer. That'll go in there like that. Then the other bottom one goes in there. That'll go together there. This fellow will go on the bottom. And there we have it. That'll be the arrangement, and in the middle here will be the slide. So I've got those bits together. I'll sort them out. This is part that needs to be a key that needs to be cut to make the locking device. There's some shafting here to make the pins, the stainless steel pins. That's the channel line. The channel lines here that are going to make the frame. Inside is the hydraulic cylinder. That's arrived as well. This hydraulic cylinder, and I've also received the gauge plate. This steel ground plate, which I'll be cutting up and making and drilling and shaping to make the blade. And then I've got the little cable. There's a fishing wire, 400-pound fishing wire, so I need to buy some more little clamps for that, and then make up all of these clamps. So all in all, I've got some busy times ahead of me. There's more to come. I have to make also another blade remover. So I have the handle, I have the shaft. I need to machine this down so that it'll have the pin fitted in it. That'll be cut, a pin fitted in it. It'll be locking into the back here. This will be threaded, and that'll be threaded, and a handle on behind. So yeah, it's a bit of a shell shock, I would say, and there's plenty to do, plenty to keep us busy off the streets. That's without another phone call. At any given time we could have another phone call. Plus I've got another 15 jobs there, so hopefully we won't have too many getter-outs this week, but we'll be able to concentrate on doing these machining jobs, the tooling, making up the tools and so forth.